Alright, we're gonna have to move the camera again. But, awesome! We are here, we're live on Twitch. Glad to have everybody here for another Warden Wednesday. Alright, we've done our audio check. I hear plenty of peasants crying in the background. I suppose that means that we're here. We're ready. It's Wednesday. Hello, everyone. Here for a Warden Wednesday stream. So, cool. I'm excited. I'm happy to be here for a second one of these in a row. Letting the hair down today. Yeah, we're doing the full Gandalf the Young getup. I see we've got a couple of people in. Welcome. Glad to have you here. So I did do a couple of things off stream to just kind of prepare for today. The first I had already mentioned is we went in and we did our good old multiplication glitch. So we're going to be able to roll through with a good amount of health potions going forward. Good stuff. The other thing that I did is I went and I actually completed the Darkspawn Chronicles DLC. Doesn't tie into the canon. It's just kind of a cool what-if scenario for what if your Great Warden did not survive the joining. And then you play as a Darkspawn as you lead your armies through Denerim in the final battle. The reason I did this is, as we mentioned last stream, as you complete those DLCs, you do get cool gear that you can bring back into the normal campaign. So, the one for this particular campaign was this sword here, Blightblood. Can't use it yet, but that is definitely going to be handy here pretty soon once we're able to equip that onto Alistair. So. With that, we are good. We're gonna jump right in. So I actually kind of want to do things a little bit different since I'm playing as a rogue. Normally, kind of sequence of events here would be to go recruit Liliana, use her to help convince the Reverend Mother to give us Sten, and then we leave Lothering, right? But I want to do it the other way around.
So
I'm just gonna go
your mother
release Sten on my own.
I'd rather talk about your mother.
Well, there's nothing to talk about. And besides, isn't your mother a scary witch who lives in the middle of a forest? Much more interesting.
To you, perhaps. You would find the moss growing upon a stone interesting.
You know what's more interesting than that? Apostates, mages outside of the tower. That's illegal, you know.
You did not read that in a book somewhere, did you? I hope the small letters did not strain you overmuch.
Oof.
Oh, we could
She
not
says to me
talk
as I
about
put
your
on my
mother.
glasses.
That works for me.
Oosh. So that's actually another thing I did off stream, as I did a little bit of research as to what we could kind of do to fix the UI, because playing on the higher resolutions made everything just itty-bitty little tiny, right? It didn't work out well. There are a couple of mods, but they don't really do the full job, and it would have ended up being 2 different mods. I just decided, whatever. The general consensus I was seeing online is just play on 1920 by 1080, and then you don't really lose out on any graphical quality, and everything scales correctly. So here we are playing on 1920. It's all good. It's all good. I can actually read how many health potions I have on screen. I don't have to like get right up to it when I'm reading the dialogue and be like, what does this say, Martha? So that's good stuff.
I shall do it.
saw you take
Are
the
we done with this
supplies from my
place?
No.
It
That
may not.
sucks. That means I'm not going to get that achievement.
Merad, you aren't one of my captors. I have nothing to say that would amuse you, elf. Leave me in peace.
You're a prisoner. Who put you here?
I'm in a cage, am I not? I've been placed here by the Chantry. I am Sten of the Beresad, the vanguard of the Kunari peoples.
And I am Lorana. Pleased to meet you.
You mock me. Or you show manners I have not come to expect in your lands. Though it matters little now. I will die soon enough.
This is a proud and powerful creature trapped as prey for the Darkspawn. If you cannot see a use for him, I suggest releasing him for mercy's sake alone.
Mercy? I wouldn't have expected that from you.
Excuse me.
I would also suggest that Alistair take his place in the cage.
Yes, that's what I would have expected.
That is a little more on
Suggest you leave
character,
him to my
Morrigan. I find myself in need of skilled help.
No doubt. What help do you seek?
I'm sworn to defend the land against the Blight.
The Blight. Are you a Grey Warden, then?
Yes, I am.
Surprising. My people have heard legends of the Grey Warden's strength and skill. Though I suppose not every legend is true. Farewell, then.
Eaten alive by Darkspawn. That's cruel. I wonder why the revered mother's so afraid of him.
It is begun.
And so it is done.
And
I
so
will
it is
follow
done.
you into battle. In doing so, I shall find my atonement.
Thank you, Sten. Glad to have you with us.
May we proceed? I am eager to be elsewhere.
Needed to develop a voice for my character. So the
Yes.
the bark spawn gets removed from our party here, but that's okay, cause he still gets to come with. What a good boy! Oh, we love playing on PC. Might also notice that Sten looks a little bit different, and you might be used to. He does indeed. This appearance reminds me more of how he looked in the Silent Grove series of comics. Technically, it was, I think, like Those Who Sleep or Those Who Speak or something like that for the third series. But in that series of comics, Sten makes an appearance, and this particular modded version of him reminds me a lot of how he looked in that comic series. Cool. Well, we've got Sten. Oh, let's talk to helpful refugee first.
You might not want to go in. Tavern's full, and those soldiers are being a nuisance.
You seem unhappy.
Is there any reason to be happy? With the king dead, them Darkspawn will overrun Lothering before anyone can organise. You'd think those soldiers could at least run off the bandits. I hear someone gave them what they deserved. Wasn't you, was it?
Wasn't you, was it? Yeah. Actually, that was me.
It was? Hey, everyone! This is the one who drove out those thieving bastards! More will probably come, but it's good to know some justice is left here. Thank you.
He said that all the Redcliffe Knights were looking for it, as if they didn't have anything better to do. So Terran Logain is the new regent, isn't that?
I heard that he may have had something to do with the king's death.
I thought Darkspawn killed the...
Well, look what we have here then. I think we've just been blessed.
Uh-oh. Logain's men. This can't be good.
Didn't we spend all morning asking about an elf by this very description, and everyone said they hadn't seen one?
It seems we were lied to.
Gentlemen, surely there's no need for trouble. These are no doubt simply more poor souls seeking refuge.
They're more than that. Now stay out of our way, sister. You protect these traitors, you'll get the same as them.
Looks like he wants a fight, and I'm happy to oblige.
Right, let's make this quick.
I'm just missing every shot.
Very well.
Oh, you meditated.
You should run while you
Right,
can.
we've won. We surrender.
Good. They've learned their lesson and we can all stop fighting now.
I don't want them reporting to Loghain.
Please wait!
They have surrendered. They were no match for you. Let them be.
They were going to kill
But
us!
they failed. And I do not wish death on anyone.
But I do.
I apologize for interfering, but I couldn't just sit by and not help.
So I see. Where does a sister learn to fight like that?
I wasn't born in the Chantry, you know. Many of us had more colorful lives before we joined. Let me introduce myself. I am Liliana, one of the lay sisters of the Chantry here in Lothering. Or I was.
You can call me Lorana, if you must.
Those men said you're a Grey Warden. You will be battling the Darkspawn, yes? That is what Grey Wardens do. I know after what happened you will need all the help you can get. That's why I'm coming along.
Why so eager to come with me?
The Maker told me to.
Why should I care what your god wants?
He is not just my god. The Maker has love for all. I know you may not believe, but I had a dream. A vision.
More crazy? I thought we were all full up.
More crazy
Look at the
indeed.
people here. They are lost in their despair, and this darkness, this chaos, will spread. The Maker doesn't want this. What you do, what you are meant to do, is the Maker's work. Let me help.
Very well. I will not turn away help when it is offered.
Perhaps your skull was cracked worse than Mother thought.
Thank you. I appreciate being given this chance. I will not let you down.
We only have enough room for one red-headed rogue in this party, though, so go back to camp. We don't have a camp. Though I have been starting to collect some gifts. It's alright, I'll deal with all of that when we get back to camp for the first time.
As you say, it is begun.
As you say.
You're
Barlin.
here about food. Take it up with that bleeding runt by the chantry. I got other gear to sell.
Show me what you got. Gotta buy the gifts, you know? Alright, is there anything else here that I'm wanting? No? Well then. That's not as good. We'll get rid of that. And that. And that. Ah yes, I picked up an enchanter's staff. Yes, well. Alistair apparently needs a lesser injury hit. It would be cool if you could encounter the Hawk family here in Lothering. Even just, you know, seeing them as just like some random person, you know, little group huddled in the background, but...
I have a wonder, Alistair, if you will indulge me.
Do I have a choice?
Of the two of you that remain, are you not the senior Grey Warden here? I find it curious that you allow another to lead while you follow.
You find that curious, do you?
In fact, you defer to a new recruit. Is this the policy of the Grey Wardens, or simply a personal one?
What do you want to hear? That I prefer to follow? I do.
You sound so very defensive.
Didn't you crawl
Understandable,
into a bush
though.
somewhere and die? That would be great, thanks.
Very well.
The reason why he would be so touchy about preferring to follow definitely makes some sense. Only one time have I been able to get this guy to fight me. Once, ever.
They will feast upon our hearts. There is nowhere to run. This evil will cover the world like a plague of locusts.
Like a plague of locusts.
Better to slit their throats now than let them suffer at Darkspawn hands.
It's a bit
There!
excessive,
One of
mate.
their minions is already amongst us. This woman bears their evil stench. Can't you not see the vile blackness that fills her?
Now we need to be asking the big questions. How can this guy sense the Darkspawn taint? Because he ain't wrong. He ain't wrong, that's the thing, right? Watch where you throw accusations, fool.
Please stop! Somebody shut his mouth!
But isn't he right?
Yep.
The ban left us. We're going to die.
This minion is but the first of those who will destroy us.
A bold claim. That's enough. This ends now.
No! Do not touch me! You bring evil and destruction! It is the end!
He was right, wasn't he? There's no hope for us.
See how quick he ran away? Ooh-wee. Maybe. No. We're not playing a completely ruthless character. We're playing Jade Empire for that. Jade Empire is our ruthless RPG right now. But I do kind of got to lay out a little bit of a personality for this character. So, loyal to her clan, but her clan is gone. She doesn't... We'll say that she initially has a pretty strong sense of loyalty to the Dalish, but where the Dalish kind of let's say that she views what happened with Tamlin as her clan kind of abandoning him, not spending more time trying to look for him, and then pushing me out rather than looking for a cure. And that's kind of made my character jaded, and now she finds that sense of belonging in the Grey Wardens, which that now has been shattered, so she is a little bit jaded at the moment, right? She's not exceptionally hopeful, but neither is she like, yo, screw you, I'm gonna kill you and take your money. Like, she's not a bandit or anything. And I think as we progress through the campaign, she's gonna slowly come into her role as Commander of the Grey, but as of right now, like, get out of here. All of you, get moving.
Why is this happening?
And I'm definitely going to be running with sort of naivete when it comes to the wider world. So hence when Alistair was like, let's go find Arl Eamon. I was like, Arl Eamon? Who is that? So that'll be kind of fun, but... Okay, I think that's established at least some stuff we can kind of use as a way to
not abandon.
start moving forward.
That is all. May the Maker have mercy on us. The Kunari. Out of its cage.
Indeed.
I would question this, but I have far more pressing matters to deal with. Misstep, creature, and it will be your last.
A Kunari does not misstep.
And who are you, then?
You can call me Lorana.
I am Sir Bryant, commander of Lothering's remaining Templars. You don't seem like the other refugees. Are you one of Arl Eamon's knights?
Do many of his knights come here?
Some have in recent days. Arl Eamon has fallen ill, and his knights are on a quest for the sacred urn filled with Andraste's ashes, said to cure any malady. He must be very ill if they chase miracles as the only cure.
I mean,
One of the Arl's knights, Sir Donnell, is here searching for fantasies. Well, never mind. Ask him if you care about this foolishness.
About those bandits outside the village.
Maker's breath, how many times must we drive them off?
They won't be bothering you again. I killed them.
All of them? By yourself?
It's true. I saw it from my post. It was over so fast we didn't even have time to get over there.
Sad that it needed to come to that. But then they asked for it. Will you accept a small reward for your service?
Certainly, thank you.
If it interests you, there is a Chanter's board outside full of quests that need doing. The Chanters even offer pay for some of them. Now, unless there's something else you need. Travel safely, and may the Maker watch over you.
I'm keeping my identity on the down low, now that we know we are actively being hunted by the law. We're being hunted by the law. So we're keeping the fact that we're a Grey Warden on the down low, at least for right now.
Who? I beg your pardon. I did not see you approach.
Sir Donald? Is that you?
Alistair? By the Maker, how are you? I was certain you were dead.
Not yet. No thanks to Turn Logain.
If Arl Eamon were well, he'd set Logain straight soon enough.
So you're here looking for the Urn of Sacred Ashes, then?
I am indeed. Andraste's ashes are said to cure any illness. But I fear we are chasing a fable. With each day, my hope dims.
Your friend, Sir Henrik, is dead. I have something of his.
What? And you have his locket? And a note? Maker's mercy. Thank you for giving me these. I would never have known otherwise.
I dealt with the bandits that killed him.
Thank you. I wonder how many of us have met similar fates on this mad quest.
So your quest for the ashes brought you here?
I expected to take advantage of the Chantry's library, in fact, but my skills are better suited to battle than chasing down tales.
Well, tell me more about this Urn of Sacred Ashes.
Supposedly, the urn contains the ashes of the prophetess Andraste. Surely you know all this.
We Dalish don't learn much about your religion.
If you're truly interested, there are books here containing a great deal of lore. Nothing I have found leads me to believe that this was anything more than a quest of desperation. With Henrik gone, I need to return to Redcliffe. Perhaps later I will seek out the scholar his note mentions. But I must go. Thank you again, my lady. You have been most helpful.
Well, sorry that your friend is dead.
Chant of light scattered in the
Praying
darkness.
for help.
Yeah, we're definitely not going to have a ruthless warden.
He's turned his back on them not once, but twice.
But she's definitely going to become pretty jaded throughout the span of this campaign, especially since the first place we're going to go, or the first treaty we're going to follow up on, is going to be the Elves, and we're going to see another Dalish clan that is in maybe not doing exactly, living the straight and narrow path, right? Which will once again kind of shatter her reality a little bit of what, I guess, like her mental conception of the Dalish and her people. And then we're gonna do Soldier's Peak. And that is going to kind of be a final nail in the coffin for her when it comes to just kind of her trust and view of the world, right? Finding the things that are there at Soldier's Peak is going to... There won't be any optimism left in this character, let's put it that way. So we could go and do the Chancellor's Board quests, but realistically, I don't really care. And nothing we do here in Lothering has any impact
make polite conversation
on the rest of the playthrough,
just
so
to put people at ease.
You mean that
we're just gonna
remark upon the weather
keep it
before I
rolling.
cut off a man's head?
Never mind.
Never mind. We could, get the XP and the silver and stuff, but realistically, we have a money glitch, and
I don't know if
we'll get more XP just by leaving this place.
Make her forgive me, I don't care. But that bounty on your head could feed a lot of hungry bellies. Attack!
Attack! Okay. Let's bring her over here. I think this guy is about to be coming after me. So we're gonna... Okay. Now we'll start helping Sten out. Alistair seems to be doing okay. Oh! Dog! Ah, you don't know heal yet. Shucks. Alright, well... You know what, you're picking up on your very first level up, Morgan.
As you say.
Oh, this should be good.
Not bad. Not bad, not bad. That could be a pretty tough interaction if it takes you unawares. That's a lot of dudes just come running up on you, I don't know if you killed King Kalen. Like, help me. I don't care. That silver on your head could feed a lot of hungry bellies. Attack! Hey, back up off my my wizard, man. My mage. Ooh, it's gonna be a long stream today if I can't talk. Gonna be sitting here like be like the pig from Looney Tunes. That's all, folks. Heyo.
Mighty timely arrival there, my friend. I'm much obliged.
Just how obliged exactly?
You want a reward, eh? I suppose that's an entirely reasonable request. How does 100 silver sound? I was going to use that to fix up the cart, but quite frankly, I'll be grateful enough that my son and I come out of this with our heads.
You have a whole cart full of goods.
Unsold goods, I'll point out. Though, you've a fair point. There's 200 silver. But It's all I have. The name's Bodon Feddick, merchant and entrepreneur. This here is my son, Sandal. Say hello, my boy.
Hello.
Hello.
It's been mighty dangerous these days. Mind if I ask what brings you out here? Perhaps we're going the same way.
King's business, I'm afraid.
Fair enough. Allow me to say thank you again and bid you farewell. Say goodbye, my boy.
Goodbye.
Now then, let's get this mess cleaned up, shall we?
As you say. It shall be done.
It shall be done. Just because I'm paranoid, I'm gonna do one more sound check real quick. I heard the calling. I heard the calling of the birds in the back, so I know we're good. Okay. Be something to play around with next time.
Bad dreams, huh?
It seemed so real.
Well, it is real, sort of. You see, part of being a Grey Warden is being able to hear the Darkspawn. That's what your dream was, hearing them. The Archdemon, it talks to the Horde, and we feel it just as they do. That's why we know this is really a blight.
The Archdemon is... why didn't Duncan just tell everyone that?
He did. He said he felt the Archdemon's presence. Everyone just assumed he was guessing. It takes a bit, but eventually you can block the dreams out. Some of the older Grey Wardens say they can understand the Archdemon a bit, but I sure can't. Anyhow, when I heard you thrashing around, I thought I should tell you. It was scary at first for me too.
Any other surprises I should know about?
Other than dying young and the whole defeat the blight alone thing? No. I'm all tapped out for surprises.
Liar!
You're up now, right? Let's pull up camp and get a move on.
Hey, so we got somebody else in. Welcome. Welcome. Happy Wednesday. Thanks for coming and joining us. Just making it to the camp for the very first time. Exciting stuff. So we got Levi Dryden. We're not going to deal with him quite yet. I think I want to do that after the first of the treaties. So we're going to do the Brazilian Forest first. Then we'll do Soldier's Peak. I do think we are going to go recruit Shale, though. I think we are going to go get Shale.
Ah, it's good to see you, my timely rescuer. Bodon Feddick at your service once again. Now, before you say anything, I do recall that your business is private. But I saw your camp and couldn't help but stop. Is there anywhere safer to sleep? I think not. I'm perfectly willing to offer you a fine discount for the inconvenience of our presence. How does that sound? Good? Yes?
You're free to stay. Just mind yourselves.
Wonderful. Thank the kind lady, won't you, boy?
Thank you, kind lady.
We won't
You're
be a
welcome,
bother to you and
Sandal.
your companions, I assure you. If you should need enchantments, simply talk to my boy. Otherwise, come speak with me. You
Sweet.
and your friends are formidable folk, indeed. It's good to have you along on the road.
Let me see your wares.
I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected, and with your discount.
Can't use that yet, anyway. Clothing. Hey, warp. 4 damage versus beasts. That's gonna be helpful for sure. Oh. Bergen's Honor. It's another one of those DLC ones. When the Grey Warden Bergen knew he was at the end of his life, he descended into the deep roads, joined by a full company of the Legion of the Dead. They slew hordes of darkspawn, clearing tunnels that had been lost for centuries. When at last they fell, a lone dwarf brought back Bergen's helm, as well as his defiant and inspirational tale. Gonna glitch us up some coin right fast, so that way we can buy the fun game-breaking things that Bodan has right off the bat, because who needs a functioning economy? We have proven that printing free money always works, right? And bam, cool. Lots of free money. We like that. So we're gonna grab that. And we're gonna come and grab all these. 'Cause I never have enough too many potions. Especially lyrium potions, because I didn't glitch any lyrium potions. So we're gonna have to be good about buying and crafting. Gonna grab all the Master and Grandmaster runes that we can right now. We're not gonna do any of the DLC gifts, because those just break the approval system. And we can only do so much breaking of the game. So, yeah. Cool. Sell that and that and that. Okay. Good stuff. And what am I using? The edge actually is a pretty decent one. I can put some runes on that.
Hello. The boy's a bit simple, but
hello.
He's rather good with enchantments. One of those tranquil fellas actually called him a... what was it now?
A savant.
A savant. I had no idea such a thing existed.
I want some enchantment done.
Enchantment!
Enchantment! Alright, so we're gonna throw lightning and slow. Accept. Alright, we're also gonna divvy out our gifts. So let's see. Nothing for Alistair. But we do have...
I am grateful.
Oh, wow.
'Tis thoughtful indeed. I am grateful. 'Tis thoughtful indeed. Interesting. Interesting. Interesting.
Okay. And then for Sten, we don't have any of his yet. Oh, that one is Alistair's, actually. Symbol of Andraste.
That's a wonderful thought.
Alright.
I could get used to this, you know.
Alright. Let's do some conversing.
I await your command.
I'd like to ask you something.
So, full of questions, are you?
Is Flemeth really what she seems to be?
Well, that depends, does it not? What does she seem to be?
Human?
Oh, she certainly was human. Once.
Once.
Tell me, how much do you know of the tale? The one that the chastened still tell of my mother, to frighten them into obedience.
I'm more interested in the truth.
I can relay what Flemeth once told me herself, and you can decide whether or not 'tis the truth, if you desire.
Whoever designed Morrigan's costume, A+. Like, for one, it's just an iconic set of gear at this point, I feel like. But also, like, I mean, come on. Look at it. Look at it. This sounds interesting.
As the tale is sung by the bards, there was a time when Flemeth was young and beautiful. A fair lass in a land of barbarian men, the desire of any who saw her.
Just how long ago was this?
Many centuries, before this land was even named Ferelden. The tales say that Flemeth fell in love with Osen the Bard, and fled the castle of her husband, the dread Lord Conobar, and that he swore vengeance for her infidelity. In truth, my mother claims that 'twas Osen who was her husband, and Conobar the jealous lord who looked on from afar. Lord Conobar approached young Osen and offered him wealth and power in exchange for his lovely wife, and Osen agreed.
Hey, no worries. Welcome in, Always Smoking. That's the joy of the live streaming, right? Is you join in when you can, and you leave when you can, right? But glad to have you here. Glad to have you. We have just barely left Lothering. We are in the camp for the very first time, so you're all called up to speed. Didn't really do any of the side quests. We did free Sten. We did recruit Liliana, and then we just kind of immediately pieced out. We went into the Chantry and gave Sir the Redcliffe Knight his homie's locket, but that's really the only side thing we did in Lothering. Seems like a fair deal.
Aye, it was. 'Twas Flemeth who suggested the arrangement in the first place. All would have been well had Lord Conobar kept his end of the bargain. But he was a foul man who bargained with coin he did not possess. Osen was led off to a field and slain, left for dead. Flemeth spoke to the spirits and learned of the deed, and swore revenge.
She spoke to spirits or demons?
Spirits first, and 'twas they who slew Conobar. Flemeth did not turn to the demon until much later. Lord Conobar's allies chased Flemeth, you see. Chased her to the wilds, and there she hid. There she found the demon, and he made her strong. The legends all speak of the great hero Cormac, he who defeated Flemeth and her great army when she invaded the lowlands centuries later. All lies.
Which? She never invaded, or he never defeated her?
The truth of the matter is that there was never an invasion. As Flemeth tells it, the Chastened never raised an army under her banner, and she never fought with any warrior named Cormac. Cormac led a brutal civil war against his own people, and later claimed it was to vanquish evil that had taken root amongst the lords. Thus, he was hailed a hero. Flemeth was only attached to the legend much later. Perhaps 'twas due to the great war with the Chastened that eventually came, but Mother claims not to know how it began.
And how is it that Flemeth has survived for so long?
The demon within her has transformed her into something else. An abomination, perhaps some would say. I know not. I only know my mother is clever, and she is part of the wilds as it is part of her. But she is no immortal. She bleeds. A blade in her heart would kill her like any other, were it lucky enough to find her.
And the legends tell of Flemeth having many daughters.
You ask if I have sisters? I have asked of this myself. The stories tell of many witches of the wilds after all, not just the one. And these tales existed long before I did. Flemeth refuses to speak of other daughters, if they existed. So, should I believe I am her first? I doubt that too.
Yeah. In the comics, you can actually meet one of her sisters. Why would she refuse to speak of them?
The Chastened tell of a falling out between Flemeth and her daughters. They say that one day she hunted them all through the wilds and ate their hearts. It may be true. I have never seen another witch or heard of one. Perhaps one day Flemeth will eat my heart as well.
An interesting story. Thank you.
Flemeth tells it with far more embellishment than I, but you are welcome. Dare I ask of your own mother? Few are abominations of legend, 'tis true, but I find myself curious nevertheless.
My mother died a long time ago.
Ah, then you have my sympathies for what it is worth. Which is very little, I am certain. It matters not. Let us move on.
Cool. We'll have ourselves a little chat with Sten, and then we're gonna head out.
Why are we stopping?
We're working together. I think we should get to know you.
There are darkspawn to be fought. Is this delay needful?
I need to know if I can trust you at my back.
I am Kunari. I have given my word to aid you. We are not people of idle promises.
You said you were in the army.
I am.
Why would the Kunari send soldiers here?
The Antam are the eyes, hands, and mouth of the Kunari. We are how my people know the world.
You didn't really answer my question.
No, I didn't.
Are you always this stubborn?
Yes. There is no point to this. We are keeping the darkspawn waiting.
What's your hurry?
What a strange language you speak. You say hurry where I would say duty.
I've never seen a Kunari before. Tell me about your people.
No.
No. Why not?
People are not simple. They cannot be summarized for easy reference in the manner of the elves are a lithe, pointy-eared people who excel at poverty.
Are you alright? You were in that cage for weeks.
You are concerned. No need. I am fit enough to fight. As you wish.
I got approval. Sten is actually, he's a contender for my favorite companion from the base game of Origins. Because Morrigan definitely wins, but Sten he's close. He is a close second, for sure. And just every interaction, I don't know. I enjoy Sten a lot. Yeah, right? He says to an elf. I was like, damn, bro. Alright. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Indeed.
Okay. So. could go up to Denerim, and we could get some pretty useful gear, but admittedly, a lot of what I'm going to grab, we can't really use yet. So, we're going to go up to Sulcher's Pass. We're going to get the control rod. We're going to go free shale, and then we'll head over to the Brazilian Forest. Let's give a hard save.
Blasted. Yes.
Indeed.
All right. And I remember my first few playthroughs, I was playing a rented version of this game from Blockbuster, and so I didn't have any of the DLCs, and every time I pulled open that map and I saw these orange icons, it was always such a tease. I'm like, oh, I want to know. Especially with Levi Dryden chilling in the camp with that big exclamation point over his head that I could never get to go away, because much like the elves, I excelled at poverty. So I did not have any of the DLCs, which is a shame, because the DLCs are actually some banger content.
You'll have to forgive me if I seem a bit nervous. Not many people travelling in this part of Ferelden. Of course, that's part of my problem, isn't it? Mule got spooked by a wisp and ran off into the woods. Now what do I do?
Are you asking me to find your mule?
Oh, no. I sent my elf to do that. I mean, I sent my helper, Taran. Nice fellow, that.
Nice
Taran.
catch.
Allow me to introduce myself. Felix de Grosbois, merchant and entrepreneur at your service.
A merchant? Out here?
I don't normally take this route, but with the war, I was hoping for a bit of luck and good weather in the mountains. Sadly, I've had neither. Ugh, this trip has been one miserable disaster after another.
Yeah.
I don't suppose you consider helping a fellow out?
Oh, man. Awakening Anders is still the champ. Sir Pouncelot. Do I look like I'm here to help?
No, but maybe you could make an exception. This once? Of all the other things that went wrong, the worst is this artifact I brought in Jada. It's a control rod, I'm told, for a golem.
Control rod?
No point in me keeping it, however, as I'll never get to use it. But, maybe you could?
What's the catch?
The catch? Yeah, I suppose it is a catch, isn't it?
Yeah.
The catch is that the golem didn't come with the rod. It's supposed to be down in a village down south, waiting to be activated. Even if I could get down there, which I can't, I understand the place has been overrun by darkspawn. That's not such an issue for adventurous types like yourself, surely? Or I'm hoping that's so, at least.
Oh man, I think my favorite Anders line of all time, still to this day, is I just want a pretty girl and to shoot lightning at fools. I think that's what everybody wants, Anders. I think that's what everybody wants. Sure. Give me the rod.
Just as well. As I mentioned before, you'll find the golem down south, in a town called Honleith. I'll mark it here on your map. Just hold up the rod and say Dulaf Gar. That will wake the golem up, so I'm told. I hope it works.
A personal golem. Sounds good to me.
Best of luck to you then. Now, I guess it's up to me to find that mule myself.
Then they straight disrespected my boy in Dragon Age 2. Really? Huh. That is a little tidbit of lore I did not know. Does he tell you that in the mage origin story if you're a female character? Because I know you can get some unique interactions with him. You can like flirt with him and stuff, but...
Wild creatures!
Trap detected.
Head. It's a trap.
It's a trap.
Look there.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Sten is dead? Oh, jeez. Nice. Uh-oh. Not nice. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ah, Morgan doesn't know heal yet. Oh. I always forget how big of a role Cullen plays in Inquisition. It's crazy, just like how far he comes throughout the series. Hey, nice. She doesn't have heal, but she was able to freeze that guy. That works. Also, I guess I could equip her potions. I got her lyrium. Yeah, we'll just do that. I can give her heal, I'm pretty sure. Oh, whole reason. Duh. Drink a potion. I forgot that we got that arcane book on us. And the multiplication glitch does work for that. Oh, disarm failed. Really? Oh. It's saying that for all of these. Oh, I didn't even notice that. Okay, hold up. Let's level up real quick. Maybe we're going to change that. Dexterity, cunning, con. And ranger. Yes. All right. Dang. We need level 8. It's all right. Really, just disarm failed straight up for all of them? That's crazy. Okay. All right, we gotta name our wolf. Dog is just named Dog, but all of my ranger summons get actual names. Hey, nice. Always smoking. Nice. You're playing on Xbox, right? It's a good time. That's where I did my most recent playthrough a couple years back. And like being able to play on my phone through Game Pass was honestly really handy for that playthrough. I was traveling at the time, and so I didn't. That helped honestly. Just being able to kind of have that as my game that I was playing while out of town. Nice.
I shall do it.
It's good stuff. Yeah, man, Dragon Age Origins is definitely a contender for my favorite video game soundtrack of all time. And you know, I don't feel like there's a way to decide your favorite without any sort of bias, but oh man, what a great soundtrack this game has. It's one of those games where I'll just listen to the music and that's enough. That's enough. I'm like, all right, time to load up Origins. Let's go. Dang. Oh, I guess I could equip Sten's potions too, so that way he stops getting ganked down over here. For sure. For sure. If I had to pick one video game to be my favorite of all time, I think it would be Dragon Age Origins. There's definitely some that they compete a little bit. Like, I'd say Bloodborne is a pretty strong contender. And, like, the original Dark Souls is another one that just, like, sits in my forever shelf, you know? Like, no matter how old it gets, I will always keep coming back to those games. But that's the thing, right? Is, like, with Dragon Age, I can just load up Dragon Age Origins. I don't have to get all the way through. I don't gotta feel like I gotta play the rest of the series. Like, I can just play Origins and be a happy person. What kind of food should you order? Oof, man, that's so dependent on where you live. Having just recently moved across the country, I have discovered that food is very different. You can't go wrong with pizza, or alternatively, Mediterranean. I've been all about Mediterranean food lately. That was a luxury from where I'm from, so getting some good Mediterranean food out here has been pretty awesome. Oh, nice. Yeah, for sure. I actually did the Darkspawn Chronicles today off stream. I went in and did that so I could get the sword. And then I'm going to do Liliana's song before the next stream, so that way I have that gear as well. And where those ones don't really tie in necessarily, right? Like, I don't play my Warden in those ones. I'm cool with doing those off stream. And then all the main story ones I'll do. Though there is a there is a DLC that I have never played before. It's called A Tale of Orzammar, I think is what it's called, and it is a special unvoiced PC gamer DLC, but it's an official DLC that I have never played, and so I think I'm gonna do that next week. It'll be our next stream, but it's essentially a prequel to the dwarf origin stories. It ties into the noble and the commoner. Oh man, I'm getting all distracted. I didn't even notice Stan dying. Yeah, I had no idea, but apparently the GOG version of the game on PC comes with it. And I've always played, when I did play on PC, I played it through the EA app or Origin, depending on what year you're in. But yeah, I'm hyped to play through it. I'm gonna do that one on stream, so you'll have to tune in next week and check it out. We'll experience it for the first time together. Damn, that was so rough. Come on, man, pull it together. Oh, I think my wolf is gonna be named Wilfred right now. We'll have to name him together, chat. Submit your ideas for the wolf's name. Have you no concern for your own existence? Yes, Wilfie. Wilfred. Wolferson? Ooh. Wilfred Wolferson. That one's going on the board. That's a contender. All of my dead friends.
Very well.
Did I pick up Olaf's key yet? I don't think so. Yeah, I think Wilfred Wolferson is it. When he's going hard, he's WW. Ooh, Alistair. Legit has less con than the rogue, and he's the tank. What a guy. We're gonna have to start leveling up his dexterity too. Jeez. Jeez. There's a villager over here. I wonder if he's the one who gives us the key.
Very well.
Yeah. Oh, it's not Olaf's key. It's Olaf's chest. Alright. Alright.
Yes?
Yeah. Hey! Don't talk to me that way.
As you wish.
I'll send you back to camp, Alistair. I don't think Alistair is going to make it through this playthrough. I think I'm going to end up recruiting Logain. But I'm going to do things a little bit different than I have in the past. I have never taken Logain back to Ostagar. So I'm gonna actually save Return to Ostagar until I have Logain in the party. And then I'm gonna go back and complete that. Luckily I don't we do get some pretty sweet gear, particularly like the daggers and stuff in that one are, but it's okay. It's okay. We get plenty of good stuff.
What we are looking at is a golem. It would appear it is defunct, though there may be a way to revive it yet.
Dulif Ga. Nothing happens. Apparently, either the rod is not working, or the code word is incorrect. Man, so I played through, all the way through Darkspawn Chronicles on hard earlier, until I got to the final battle, and then I just could not keep the Archdemon alive, for the life of me. I just couldn't do it. So I had to drop it down to easy. I went and looked it up, and there's no extra achievement or gear or anything for difficulty completion, so I was like, alright, whatever. But unfortunately, it carried that difficulty choice over into my main campaign, and I didn't notice it. So I didn't even have any fights on easy, but there goes getting the achievement for completing on Nightmare. Because there is that achievement for the main campaign, which is, that's a bummer. It's a big bummer to me, but it's okay.
I shall do it. As you say.
I'm not much of an achievement hunter, but I think if I was ever going to try and, like, get all the achievements for another game, it would be this one. I keep forgetting to... I need to use that arcane tome on her so I can give her the healing spell. Eesh. Let's get on out of there, Morrigan. Okay. Yeah, we are tearing through our health potions, and that's unacceptable. Hey, there's no shame. There's no shame. I don't difficulty shame anybody, okay? I tried getting my wife to play this, and she played the whole thing on casual. I was like, whatever, love, do your thing.
I am done with that one.
It is begun.
And honestly, I feel like Nightmare is a little bit easier to run on
I shall do
PC than it is on console anyway, just because of the, it's easier to pause. And like, you can do that on console technically by like holding on the trigger or whatever. It allows you to stop the combat and choose your skills and swap between your companions, but it's not as seamless.
Very well.
And it's kind of a pain. So, on console, I rely a lot more on the tactics menu. Speaking of, we're gonna do that, but first, let's get Morrigan to use this. Okay. Next, and we want heal. And then we want ranged and healer. Oosh. She got nothing right now. That's okay. Alistair, we're gonna do aggressive defender, and Sten, we're gonna do aggressive scrapper. Alright, there we go. Yeah, that tactics menu, I rely on that a lot more on console, for sure. Just because the more that you can kind of set your teammates to be able to do their thing without you, the better. So. And like those tactics, you can go pretty in-depth, man. Like when mana is below 50%, drink Illyrium potion, and you know, when you are surrounded in melee combat by 3 or more enemies, use Mind Blast. Like you can get pretty in-depth with that stuff. Unfortunately, none of that really carried over into the rest of the games, which is that's a big bummer. For me, at least, that's what makes the difficulty so manageable. Is your companions will actually pull their own weight. Eesh. Until they just run into a whole group of enemies. More the fools, they! Alright, Wilfred Wolferson. Get on out here, bud. Curse of Mortality. Oh, okay. Oh, man. Oh, my dog. What a jerk. Yeah. Sucks that his curse sticks around even when he's dead. And I don't know what Morrigan was doing that she was running up here into this whole mess, but whatever. Sure, she's laying down over there somewhere.
It is begun. Enough.
All right.
I shall do it.
Okay. I think that fight right there is honestly the hardest fight of this entire DLC. Like, that's the hardest part about recruiting Sten, is getting through that fight right there for me. Because there's just so many, and the fact that, at least on the higher difficulties, that the
Very well.
emissaries have access to the Curse of Mortality this early in the game is just absolutely insane. Because there's no fixing that. Like, once you get hit with the Curse of Mortality, especially this early in the game, you're just dead. Like, that's just death right there. There's no coming back from that. Okay.
By the Maker, we're saved!
By the Maker.
You weren't sent by the ban, were you?
No.
Save us.
No. I'm actually looking for whoever owns that statue outside.
The statue outside? Why would... Oh, I think I see. You bought the control rod, didn't you? You came here looking for Shale.
Here we go. We got Anders' voice actor again. At least Awakening's voice actor.
That damnable golem brought us nothing but trouble. My mother sold the rod years ago after it killed my father, and good riddance.
Killed your father? What do you mean?
My father's name was Wilhelm. Mage to the Isles of Redcliffe and a hero in the war against Orlais. And what did he get? One day, my mother found him outside the tower, with so many broken bones she could barely recognize him, and Shale standing over him just like it is now. My father deserved better than that. But if you really want to wake Shale up, well, it's yours now.
For more information on his father, he's actually a character in the first novel, The Stolen Throne, and we get to see him actively participating in the war against Orlais with Shale, actually. Except the rod doesn't work. Nothing happens.
My mother might have passed along the wrong command phrase when she sold the rod. She said she never wanted to see Shale active again. Look, I'll tell you the command phrase, but I'll need your help first. I know you already saved my life, and I'm grateful, but my daughter is inside the laboratory. She was afraid and ran too far in before I could stop her. I don't know how she made it past my father's defenses. One of the men tried to go after her. He was killed, but you could find her, couldn't you?
How do you even know that she's still alive?
I don't, it's true. I'm terrified that something's happened to her and she's lying in there, injured. I can't leave here until I know for certain. Surely you can understand that.
Alright, I'll see if I can find her.
You will? Thank the Maker! My father's
No,
laboratory
thank
is
me.
just past the next area, I think. She has to be there.
Alright. Further into the laboratory we go. Laboratory.
As you say. It is begun.
I am done with that one. Ooh. +2 strength, +2 dex, +4 attack. So that's gonna go over the Wicked Oath. For sure. Wait. Did I not? I thought that the helmet. was in that same chest as the knife, but I guess not. Huh.
It is begun.
The Journal of Enchanter Wilhelm. Slaughtering the innocents in the marketplace. Oh, man. Yep. Yep, did that today. Oh, got it. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, I was doing that earlier, and I ended up having to do that part like 3 times. I got all the way to the end and realized I hadn't saved, and I died, and so I had to go all the way back to the beginning of the marketplace interaction. Oish. Oish, man. Ban Tegan kicked me in the pants a few times, that's for sure. 13 Plutinus. The interrogation of the demon is going well, and is rather fascinating, provided that what it is saying is true. I've spent all my research so far to to first enchanter Arden. Oh, I have sent. And while he is concerned about my safety, he does not think there is a reason to stop just yet. All I hope is that the Templars do not discover what I am doing. How will we ever find another way to deal with demonic possession if the Chantry doesn't let us research it? 20 Alluviesta. Young Matthias nearly wandered down here again today. And this time I forgot to leave the barrier up. I believe I will key the defenses to ignore anyone of my blood. I would rather have the boy stumble into the laboratory than have him killed by my forgetfulness. Poor lad. All he wants is to know why his father spends so much time beneath the tower. I will spend more time with him soon, I swear it. 28 Luviesta. Shale is acting strangely. I wonder if I should discontinue my experiments upon it. I am so near a breakthrough, I'm certain. Perhaps it is best if I focus on the demon. 2 Matronalis. The demon almost managed to get away again. Tricky. I shall have to be more careful. Young Eamon sent a letter asking me to return to Redcliffe. I shall have to consider it soon. 11 Martinalis. Could it be? What an intriguing discovery, especially considering that the demon was attempting to keep me from it at all costs. Or did it lead me to that information by seeming to deny it from me? I must discover the truth. 19 Umbralia. I think it is time to dismiss this demon. It is too dangerous for me to continue holding it, and I cannot discount the possibility that it is having some influence over the golem. Or is it my experiments? I will try to deactivate Shell for the time being, and then deal with the demon once and for all. Let it end here. There are no further entries. From the Journal of Enchanter Wilhelm Sulzbacher. Well, we know that Shale killed him, so I guess that didn't go very well. Didn't go very well for Wilhelm, did it?
It is begun.
Oh boy.
What do you mean you've never climbed a tree? Don't cats like to be in trees? Oh look, someone's come to play. You have come to play, haven't you? We're playing a guessing game. It's better with more people.
We? Who is we?
Kitty and me, of course. You don't see anyone else here, do you? Anyway, you should go if you're not going to play. Kitty finds you distracting.
The cat finds me distracting.
Kitty's clever. She says you want to take me back to my father, but I'm not going. She would be lonely.
Yeah, me too.
I would not suggest leaving in such hostile company anyhow, Amalia. Look how they act.
That's not really a cat, is it?
Of course she's a cat. She just talks, that's all.
Talking is simple enough, once you know how.
Right. So what are you really?
I am a cat, really. Nothing you say will convince Amalia to go with you. She loves only me now. I am her friend, while you are just a stranger.
What have you done to her?
I have done nothing. I am all but powerless. The mage made sure of that, didn't he? I cannot leave this chamber. No, Amalia found me. After decades of isolation, her company is welcome. It seems we are at an impasse, so let me propose a compromise of sorts. Release me, mortal, and let me have the girl. Let us return to her father and leave this place forever.
Sounds like you're suggesting a win-win-win scenario here, but I don't know. A compromise, actually, I think that's a win-lose, right? And we want a win-win-win. So I don't know, man. Let you have the girl. You mean possess her?
That's such a crude way of putting it. I do not wish to harm Amalia. I merely want to see your world through her eyes. Is that so wrong?
Yes. It is wrong.
But Kitty wants it.
Then you reject my proposal?
Absolutely, demon. I've killed better than you.
No! Kitty!
You
yeah, dog, let's go.
Me. She shall be mine forever.
See, I feel like nowadays, Dragon Age Origins, Kitty pops up on screen. That's the type of thing that's going to get me in trouble on YouTube. Okay, hold up. Everybody's over here dying. Ain't no dying allowed. Oh, she's trapped in. Uh-oh.
It is begun.
Oh. Morrigan! I'll get you, demon! Nice. Honestly, I just didn't want to do the puzzle. That's what it comes down to for me.
Warden.
Warden? That was weird. I've never heard her address me as such.
I shall do it.
Now we do battle! Not while you can!
Come help me, man. Come on, Wilfred.
Come, let us end this!
Sten's just chilling. Earn your keep.
I think we work well together.
all good. I guess I should probably... I can give one of them the helmet. +3 to armor. Yeah. Does that put all your stats at 26? Can you equip the shield? No. 32. Dang, man. You're a wimp, Alistair.
What happened to her? Is she in there? Why hasn't she come back?
I'm sorry, Matthias. She's dead.
She's... dead. Oh, my poor butterfly. Thank you for finding her, at least. I'm grateful. The phrase to activate Shale is Dulan Han. If you still want that bloody thing. I wouldn't if I were you. Now I guess I'll go.
Sweet. Alright. Now we just gotta go recruit Shale. Which is good. Actually, that means... I think I am gonna take that off of Alistair. Because... I'm gonna swap him out with Shale. He's not even that great of a tank for me anyway, so... And Shale is a lot more versatile.
It is begun.
It is begun. Once we recruit Shale, we're gonna take a brief bio break. Dulan Han.
I knew that the day would come when someone would find the control rod. And not even a mage this time. Probably stumbled across the rod by accident, I suppose. Typical.
Hello to you too?
I stood here in this spot and watched the wretched little villagers scurry around me for, oh, I have no idea how long. Many, many years.
And the villagers had no idea they were being watched. Creepy.
Then one wonders that you wouldn't be grateful to the one who allowed you to stretch your legs, Gollum.
Another mage, I see. Charming. I was just beginning to get used to the quiet, too. Tell me, are all the villagers dead?
I take it that wouldn't concern you.
Familiarity breeds contempt, as they say, and after 30 years as a captive audience, I was as familiar with these villagers as one could possibly be. Not that I wish their fate on them, no. But it did make for a delightful change of pace.
I'll bet.
Well, go on then. Out with it. What is its command?
You'll follow my commands. I'm told you killed your last master.
Did I? I honestly don't remember. Perhaps it was after yet another time he called me Gollum. Gollum, fetch me that chair. Do be a good Gollum and squash that insipid bandit. And let's not forget, Gollum, pick me up. I tire of walking. It does have the control rod, doesn't it? I am awake, so it must.
It certainly does. Right in its hand.
I see the control rod, yet I feel... Go on, order me to do something.
Alright, walk over there.
And, nothing. I feel nothing. I feel no compulsion to carry out its command. I suppose this means the rod is broken?
Shouldn't you be happy about that?
I suppose if I can't be commanded, this means I have free will, yes? It is simply, what should I do? I have no memories beyond watching this village for so long. I have no purpose. I find myself at a bit of a loss. What about it? It must have awoken me for some reason, no? What did it intend to do with me?
I don't intend to do anything with you.
Ah, how unexpected. Yet refreshing. I suppose I have two options, do I not? Go with it or go elsewhere? I do not even know what lies beyond this village.
Are you going to keep calling me it?
Yes, very likely.
Well, what do you want to do?
I watched this village for so long, unable to move or act. My memories of anything before are vague at best. So I have no idea what I want to do. I'm glad to be mobile. Is that not enough?
Well, you're welcome to come with me.
Are you certain you want to bring that thing with us? It could be dangerous and large.
Think of it as a portable battering ram.
Good point. Better it than me, anyhow.
I will follow it about then. For now. I am called Shale, by the way.
And I am Lorana. Pleased to meet you.
This should be interesting.
Ayo. Alright. Hey. Why won't it?
Yes. Vashaden.
There we go. Heyo. And she leveled up. Good stuff. Alright. So we're gonna do... Ooh, honestly, I want to get her con up as well. So we're gonna do that. I'm gonna come and grab that. Cool. Alright. I need to use the restroom real fast. So, be right back. Reconvene in about 5-ish minutes. we're back. Alright. What kind of pizza did you order? Nice. What type of toppings did you go for? You more of just like a plain cheese type of person, or you going for like pineapple, anchovies? Can you get anchovies from Domino's? I don't know. That might depend on where you're at. I don't know. And shale. Let's see here. Well, let's get you some nature resistance. And I guess fire damage, since we're going to be heading to the Brazilian forest. And Sten, we're going to give you the helmet, since we traded Alistair out. Jeez. Okay, okay. Hey, I like some pepperoni. I like some pepperoni for sure. That is pretty outlandish though. Pizza's getting crazy. And especially if you don't end up doing, you know, like if you try to do maybe like more of a mom and pop shop, you know, type of pizza place. Something that's not a chain. Paid $40 for one large pizza after the delivery and tip and everything. Inflation, man. Oh, goodness. What can you do? Let's do a save real quick. Because it would be just my luck here to get caught in like a wow, I'm blanking. Get caught in combat on my way, and die. Just totally blanking on the phrase. Random encounter. That's what I'm looking for. Like that. Like that.
Enemies approaching!
I shall do it.
Don't give them the advantage!
Touch me! Enough!
I see.
Disarm failed. Man. What kind of rogue is my character?
It is begun.
Can't even disable traps? Nonsense.
I shall do it.
I have a pork shoulder that's slow cooking for tonight.
Undar and Atishan, my friend. You have come a long way. I give you the welcome of our clan. These are curious companions you have.
Do some pulled
Might
pork.
I ask the purpose of your visit?
I'm gonna make some like potato wedges, some steamed veggies to go with it. We still have a little bit left of the watermelon. We'll see. We'll see. I might end up eating that before my wife gets home. Yeah. I can't get the next one until level 8. I just be getting hit with these high level traps apparently. I have come on behalf of the Grey Wardens, sister.
The Grey Wardens? You have joined their ranks? How unusual! Excuse my surprise. I will take you to the Keeper right away.
I see we have a guest. And one of our own, no less.
This one is from one of our sister clans to the north, Keeper, but claims to have come on behalf of the Grey Wardens.
The Grey Wardens? How unusual that one of our own should join their ranks. How did such a thing occur?
It's a long story. Perhaps another time.
Perhaps so. At the moment, I'm afraid I have little time to spare for long tales. Masirinus Mithra, you may return to your post.
Manuvinen, Keeper.
Now, perhaps we might introduce ourselves. I am Zathrian, Keeper and Haran of this clan. You are?
My name is Lorana. A pleasure to meet you.
If you came to bring news of the Blight in the south, it is not needed. I had already sensed its corruption. I would have taken the clan north by now, had we the ability to move. Sadly, as you can see, we do not.
So their first reaction to trouble is to flee from it. Curious.
Do not allow our troubles to burden you, though I suspect they may impact your mission. I imagine you are here regarding the treaty we signed centuries ago. Unfortunately, we may not be able to live up to the promise we made. This will require some explanation.
Yeah, Zathrian's,
follow me.
He's kind of the worst.
The clan came to the Brazilian forest 1 month ago, as is our custom when we enter this part of Ferelden. We are always wary of the dangers in the forest, but we did not expect the werewolves would be lying in wait for us. They ambushed us. And though we drove the beasts back, much damage was done. Many of our warriors lie dying as we speak. Even with all our magic and healing skill, we will eventually be forced to slay our brethren to prevent them from becoming beasts. The Blight's evil must be stopped. But we are in no position to uphold our obligations. I am truly sorry.
There are... actually, real quick. Okay. For sure. So there are actual werewolves in the forest.
There was a time in Ferelden's history when werebeasts roamed the lands in great numbers. Spirits possessed animals and turned them into horrific monsters. The humans warred against and destroyed these creatures. No doubt their tales of those days grow ever more inaccurate.
Flemeth tells tales of such a time. packs of possessed wolves akin to abominations roaming the land. It was a terrible age, now long past.
The were-beasts are not all gone from this land, and the ones that stalk the Brazilian forests are proof of this.
Why did these beasts attack you?
They are savage and unrelenting.
Oh.
They need no reason to attack
sure.
anyone. What is curious, however, is the ambush. We expect werewolves to be no more cunning than a rabid wolf. The ambush suggests a level of intelligence we've never seen before.
The werewolves actually made me think of something, because I was playing Darkspawn Chronicles earlier today, and I noticed two things that I thought were kind of interesting. First is that in the final battle against the Archdemon, Alistair has the werewolves. And I find that to be very interesting. That's the route Alistair went. Like, he kind of went the more evil route when I think about it, because like he also had the steel golems. So he had golems and he had the werewolves. And I don't recall mages, so he must have had the Templars too. So that's pretty crazy to think about, that Alistair, without you, right, Alistair might actually do the like evil route, which was kind of crazy. But the other thing I noticed, and this was more just a kind of like a oh wow moment, was that when you're doing the assault on the marketplace, you can encounter Master Wade, the armorer, and Haren, right? And if you try to attack them, they will run away. They'll like run behind the chantry, and then you see that Haren turns into a demon and teleports Wade out of there. That Haren is actually a desire demon, and that puts just a whole different light on Master Wade and Haren, and honestly could explain quite a bit as to how he is such a talented armorer. Is that he'd be out here making deals with demons. Food for thought. Anyway, maybe they aren't as unintelligent as you think.
I doubt that. The very curse that is in their blood fills them with an unreasoning rage that precludes any true thought.
Is there no way to help your men?
The affliction is a curse that runs rampant in their blood, bringing great agony and then ultimately either death or a transformation into something monstrous. The only thing that could help them must come from the source of the curse itself, and that would be no trivial task to retrieve.
You're talking about a werewolf?
No, but it is the one who made these werewolves come to be. Within the Brazilian forest dwells a great wolf. We call him Witherfang. It was within him that the curse originated, and through his blood that it has been spread. If he is killed and his heart brought to me, perhaps I could destroy the curse. But this task has proven too dangerous for us.
Shout out to all the people dying in the background.
But they have not returned. I cannot risk any more of my clan.
You said you could perhaps destroy the curse.
There is no guarantee that this will work, as I suspect. But it's the only hope we have left.
I'll find this Witherfang for you.
I must warn you that more than werewolves lurk in the Brazilian forest. It has a history full of carnage and murder, you see. Where there is so much death, the veil separating the spirit realm from our own becomes thin, allowing spirits to possess things, living or dead. But if you can indeed help, then I wish you luck.
I need equipment.
Then I suggest you see Master Verathorn. I will instruct him to put aside some supplies for you, the kind that the hunters use. I must return to caring for my people. Creator's speed on your way.
Cool. And Druid. And Silas. It's just funny because those totally just look like reused Andraste statues. But actually, that's not true. You can see the pointed ear. Huh.
Anathara, friend. It is good to see another of the wandering clans. Where is your clan now, if I might ask?
I don't... They went north, just after I left.
I see. I am glad you have become part of such a respectful organization as the Grey Wardens, however. I understand you will search for the wolves in the Brazilian forest. I would join you, but Zathrian has forbidden me.
You don't seem very happy about that.
None of us are happy about this situation, and I least of all. But I shouldn't trouble you with this. You have your own concerns, I am certain.
I'd like to hear about it.
Well, perhaps you could help me with it. I would certainly appreciate anything you could do. My wife Delilah and I both fought the werewolves in the ambush. She was injured so gravely, the curse spread rapidly in her. Zathrian fought hard to ease her pain, but there was little he could do. And though he says that Delilah is dead, he will not let me see her body. I am beginning to believe she became a werewolf, and that it is being kept from me so I do not go chasing after her.
And if she was a werewolf, and the elf chased her and then found her, what then? Sweet, blissful reunion?
I don't know. Maybe she would know me as her love, even still?
More likely she would love to eat you.
If I could just know if Delilah...
Oh, I love you, Shale.
Then I could be at peace.
Alright, I'll seek her out in the forest.
I have an amulet made by our craftsman. It's not much, but I would be happy to give it to you in return for any news.
Alright, let's talk to Master Verathorn.
What are you doing? You've warped the wood completely. Did you leave it out in the rain?
No, Master Verathorn. I think I just used too much heat.
You're not smelting ore like a Durgenlin. This is living wood. It requires patience and delicate hands, not more heat.
My actions bring me sorrow, Master Verathorn.
And so they should. Truly the art will be lost to us forever at this rate. Throw away your dead wood and start anew, and I shall speak to our guest, and Darren Atishan friend. It has been some years since I met Master Island at the last gathering. He is still hale, I hope.
He was fine when I saw him last, yes.
That is good to hear. Your clan is more familiar to us than most, since we do not stray far from each other in this land. I met your father, for he was once keeper of your clan. Carry many of his features. He spoke at a gathering, telling the clans that more of us need to voyage into the Shemlin world and learn
the Dwarven language, too.
He would be proud to see his daughter a Grey Warden, I think.
You know what? I'd even go so far as to say Anna Kunari. I think they just did a really good... Like, this is the series that made me fall in love with world building, because there's just so much attention to detail on every little front, right? The languages, the cultures, and the further that we get into the series and it builds out more, it just becomes even more detailed. And admittedly, in Inquisition, things go a little bit crazy with the fauna, you know, like, but it's okay. It's okay. I don't necessarily include all of the different wild animals and stuff. But when I think of it got a little MMO-y. It's okay. But yeah, so much attention to detail in this series, and it's what really made me fall in love with it. I barely know anything about him. Right, he's talking about my dad.
Ah, yes, I understand the circumstances of his passing were tragic. It is unpleasant to speak of such things. Irabellos.
Irabellos. I was told you could supply me with equipment.
Yes, the Keeper sent word that you might ask me for such. I took the liberty of assembling some goods that our hunters use. There is a large chest by the area.
For me, it's the war table.
Everything we could spare. Feel free to sort through it and take whatever you need.
Though, admittedly, on my next playthrough, I am going to install a mod that gets rid of the war table. I know it exists, because there's no way it doesn't. So, but for me, that's the number one thing, right? Is sometimes I don't want to have to play through every single little side quest in a region. Like, I just want to, like, Carriffy Fish is mad at me, bro. I want to go. So, yeah, the whole, like, having to have power to move to new areas, while it makes sense in the overall general context of, like, you are building an army and you need to accumulate influence and power amongst the realms, right? Gameplay-wise, it's just a big kick in the pants. I don't appreciate it. It's a drag. It's a drag! You seem quite advanced in the old Craftmaster.
What little of the craft I've learned has been passed on to me through generations. Such is the time it has taken us to learn a fraction of what has been lost. I do not make bows as fine as Master Islands, perhaps, but might have caused more than one Shemlin to drool at the thought of possessing them. There is wood that, if treated properly, is as hard as steel, but far lighter. It grows only in this forest. Ironbark.
And, like, you can mess with your internal clock. It's a lot easier on Xbox, especially where you essentially just quit out of the game and then you move your internal clock and calendar forward one day or 3 days or however long the missions take, and then you can come back and it's completed, right? But I mean, when people gotta mess with stuff like that, you should just really be reevaluating the design of the feature, right? Like, that's yeah, but it's okay. It's okay. That's what I'm gonna do for my next Inquisition playthrough. I'm gonna mod out the power requirements so that way I can go through the game more organically, do the side quests that I want to do, and then once I feel I have done what I want to do in a region, I will move on. So, what if I found some Ironbark for you?
I would be hesitant to ask it of you, but if you should come across Ironbark, I suppose there would be no harm in gathering some. It is blue and very distinctive. You can only harvest the bark which has fallen off the tree from age. Now, if you find some, bring it to me, and I will craft it for you.
Yeah, for sure. And man, it's a shame because I really like the Mass Effect 3 multiplayer. I think that was honestly a ton of fun, and there was some potential for the multiplayer to actually have some fun to it, right? Like, but yeah, it didn't need it. That's the thing. It did not need multiplayer. Multiplayer doesn't fit. If they were going to do multiplayer, then yeah, it should just be a straight up co-op thing where, like, someone gets more like how Baldur's Gate is kind of handled, you know, Baldur's Gate 3 or Divinity, right? But it's harder to do that in the instance of like, who would your co-op partner play as? You know, can't have two Inquisitors, but there's better ways to implement it that's not just not that. But, you know, EA, they need their microtransactions, man, so can't get microtransactions on a co-op experience like that.
That would please me, so long as our hunters come first.
Yeah.
I am no merchant, but let us trade. Perhaps there's something here which will be of value to you.
Ooh, yeah. Let's grab that. Ooh, yeah. Let's grab that. Gotta love them. Yeah. Silver brooch. Hey, shapeshifter manual. Nice. Nice. Because I'm playing a version of the game I haven't before. I actually have to go and actively search out those specialization books this time around. It's kind of fun. That means I'm gonna have to do some sketchy stuff in Redcliffe in order to get Blood Mage, so that's exciting. Oh yeah, for sure. Invincible is pretty awesome. I like that one. I really want to start reading the comics, but I got to give that one some time because I'm currently actually reading through the Boys comic series, so I need to finish that first, and I got to go back to Berserk before I start anything else. Speaking of the Boys, if you like Invincible, 10 out of 10, watch the Boys if you haven't already. One of my favorite pieces of television that's been made in recent years. It's just so good. So good. And yeah, I enjoyed Fallout quite a lot. I had a really good time with Fallout. I know that there's, the internet is going to do internet things, and they're going to hate and be like, oh, they changed this thing. They didn't pay enough attention to detail for this thing. But whatever, man. I don't care. I had a great time. With Fallout, and it was made by some of my favorite TV showrunners, with Jonathan Nolan and Lisa Joy, because I absolutely love Westworld. Peripheral was really cool. Their movie Revenant was really cool as well. And Ramin Djawadi is by far my favorite composer in television right now. Like, there's not anything that guy touches that doesn't turn to gold, between like Westworld and Game of Thrones, and Fallout, and he also did the music for the Three Body Problem, which I have not seen yet. I've read the books, but I don't have Netflix right now, so I have not seen Three Body yet. But yeah, so Fallout was really cool. Yeah, the Ghoul, by far my favorite character. Maximus was awesome too. I liked the perspective we get on the Brotherhood of Steel from him. It's different for sure. I think I'm all good here. Do I have stuff to sell? I think I do. Let's just get that out of my inventory. Yeah, he does. He really does. And I think that actor just nailed the role. That was one thing that stood out to me quite a lot, was I liked the acting. Yes, it does. It has an animated movie that takes place before Dragon Age 2. It's like a kind of like an origin story for Cassandra. Not very good, honestly. But there is a Netflix show that's more in the style of kind of like the Castlevania Netflix anime, and it was actually pretty decent. And it sets up some, I won't spoil anything, but it is worth watching just for the simple fact of it sets up a potential major antagonist for Dreadwolf. There is a big lore drop right at the end. It's on Netflix. You might be able to rent it on Amazon though, because Amazon be like that, but it is a Netflix original, so there is that. But yeah, very much worth watching just for the simple fact of it does drop a big bombshell right at the end. And it takes place in Tevinter, I'm pretty sure, so it kind of helps set up some stuff for Dreadwolf. and it takes place post-Inquisition, so we get to kind of see some of the state of the Inquisition after Trespasser is done. So it was pretty decent.
I don't
understand.
Pretty decent.
These elves look the same as any
I
other
shall
flesh
do it.
creature. What is the difference?
Dragon Age also has a live-action web series. I don't know if you've ever seen that. It starred Felicia Day, which is why she ended up having a cameo role in Mark of the Assassin in Dragon Age 2, because she that was actually her character from the web series.
It shall be done.
Yeah, I bet you can find it on YouTube. But yeah, it's pretty short. It gives some insights kind of into the Kunari and how they use elven converts as assassins and spies and stuff. And it is pretty well done. It's more of like a fan-made show in terms of quality, but it's pretty cool. Warden's Fall on YouTube. I don't think so. It rings a bell a little bit, but tell me more. Where is Kamen? I've been carrying around a wolf pelt since I went into the Kokari Wilds just for you, dude.
You are the Dalish Grey Warden.
Oh wow, he looks
Baron
different.
Atishan. It is good to meet you.
Let's see. Warden's Fall. Yes, actually. Yeah, I do remember watching this, and then I remember doing some mods to do a playthrough afterwards to make my character look just like that. Yeah. Do you remember watching that? Yeah, because they like take the warden that is in the Urn of Sacred Ashes trailer and make a story about it. Man, I haven't thought about what a blast from the past. I'm gonna have to watch that later. What are you doing out here?
Oh, I'm just, nothing much. I'm being rude. I should introduce myself.
You should.
I'm Kamen, a hunter apprentice. Though I wish I could become a real hunter.
So be one and stop wishing for it.
Never mind. Just go away and leave me alone.
Dang, dude, I'm sorry. Actually, I have a wolf pelt for you.
I told you to leave me alone.
No. I don't really care for your attitude.
Look, please just go away. I'm not worth your trouble.
Okay.
I told you to leave me alone.
Okay. What's your problem? Jeez.
I suppose there's no harm in telling you. You know our ways. I've been an apprentice for too long. To become a true hunter, I must bring back the pelt of the beast I killed myself. A boar or a wolf or something. I wanted to hunt in the forest, but
I told you to leave me alone!
Because of the
yeah,
attack.
for sure. He got caught.
The real problem is Gaina.
Why don't you knock, Mom? God! Girl problems, I see.
She's my heart's desire. I have asked for her hand, but she cruelly refuses it. She will not bond with an apprentice, she says, and calls me a child. I am no child.
You act like a
If I
child.
was a hunter, I could prove it, but I cannot hunt, and Gaina will never bond with me. I feel so helpless. I shouldn't have brought it up. Just leave me to my misery.
There must be some way to solve your problem.
You think I haven't thought about this? There's nothing I can do.
Oh, yeah, for sure. What if I got a pelt for you?
No, I couldn't do that. I must kill the beast myself. It is my rite of passage to become a full hunter.
Do you want to marry Genna or not? Make a decision.
You are right. I do want to marry Gaina before she marries someone else. So you would get a pelt for me? Why would you do that?
For the right reward, of course.
I could reward you. I have a tome on our history written in the common tongue by the keeper. He gave it to my father before he died.
That'll be good for trading later.
You could sell it. It must be worth something in the human lands.
Alright, I'll do it.
Then, I am very grateful. I will pray to Andrul, the goddess of the hunt, for your success. There is nothing more for us to speak of. Go away.
What? I have a wolf pelt. Why is he being like that? Look, wolf pelt. Did I tease him too much? Oh no! I clicked on the wrong guy.
Break our fast.
Yep. Questions. Always questions. Oh my god, no, I don't want to talk to you.
Suit yourself, my friend. I am Harent Seiril, the clan storyteller. You have one in your own clan, I assume. Ah, Haren Paivel still lives. That is good, for he was old even when I was but Dalen. How lucky you are to have been reared with his tales. I notice you are not alone. These companions of yours are Grey Wardens like yourself?
I am a golem, obviously.
Yes.
I am a Sten of the Beresard, not a Warden.
A Grey Warden? I? Bite your tongue, storyteller.
Yes.
Enter this place in peace.
Oh, I brought all the right people to interact with this guy.
Kind would so readily follow one of the Dalish. Do you suppose you have been made a Grey Warden simply to get our assistance? Maybe they think we would not live up to the treaty otherwise.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. You can't live up to the treaty as it is.
They had no way of knowing that. For all we know, you could have...
Please, Harren Seiril, you are being most unkind to one who is not only of our blood, but also a guest who is here to help us.
Of course.
Yeah.
I apologize for my rudeness.
Someone knows how to treat guests.
Our losses have been great, and I am... not myself. The Harren's own wife has perished from the werewolf's curse.
Ah.
We are mourning her death here, and many more to come.
Not if I can help it.
We are glad to hear it. I should not have suspected otherwise. These have not been easy days for us. And the idea that we may yet have to abandon our ill to their fate. But let us not dwell on our problems. Is there something we can do to help you in your quest?
No.
Dareth Shirol.
I just want to give Cameron the...
There's nothing more for us to speak of. Go away. No. Leave me be.
What the... So he's all bugged out. He agreed to take the pelt from me. I don't understand why he's,
Welcome to our clan.
Yeah,
it is
for
good
real,
to
though.
see more of my own people from elsewhere.
You're Genna, correct? Cameron mentioned you.
You spoke to him? What did he say?
He said that you refused to give him your hand.
Oh, I am embarrassed to talk about this to you, but I simply cannot accept his proposal. He's been a hunter apprentice for over 2 years now, and he's yet to slay a proper beast. Each time he's tried, something has gone wrong. Perhaps the creators do not wish us to bond. I cannot bond with an apprentice hunter, can I?
If you love him, it doesn't matter what he is, does it?
But what if he never becomes a proper hunter? What will become of our family?
Why does everything depend on him?
You are right. As a woman, I must ensure that he believes in himself. All I've done is make him miserable. I know I cannot be like you, both woman and Grey Warden, but I can be formidable in my own small way, can't I? Masiranas, thank you. You have helped me put this into perspective. I will go and speak to Kamen.
What have I been carrying around this wolf pelt for all this time?
Kamen, I I have been a fool.
Gaina? What do you mean? Have you changed your mind?
I have. The outsider has helped me to see that I was wrong. I have made you miserable, and I should not have.
But what about my hunt?
I don't care about that. I know you will pass your hunt in time, and we will be happy. Us and our children.
Thank you, Gaina. You've made me a happy man. I feel blessed by the gods today.
Oh, on the cheek? Come on.
We are both very grateful for the part you've played in bringing us together.
How marvelous you are. I am so happy.
Does anyone else feel the urge to vomit?
Me.
No? 'Tis just me?
Here, take the book. I hope it plays some part in your battle against the Darkspawn. It's the very least I can do.
Morrigan disapproves? No, that's alright. I gave her a ton of gifts before we came here, so she don't care. I definitely brought the right people to the Dalish Forest, my goodness. All the sass from this party. So much sass. I think that might just be on your end. Because I'm not noticing any latency in the audio on my end. Oh, that's the longest loading screen I've seen in a good while. On this game, at least.
This is like my home in Saharon. The fiends here are only monsters.
Yeah. Thick wooded jungles and such on Saharon, huh? Oh, actually. We're gonna go this way instead. Wilfred Wolfenson! Or Wolferson? Of course. It's one, like the chat that has the name is one, the right above where it cuts off on my screen. The chat will actually be my brother. Nope. Because why would the Twitch app actually cooperate with me? Oh, it's good now. Okay, that's good. Ah, it is good. We need a werewolf pelt. We don't need a wolf pelt, we need a werewolf pelt. Hey, nice. Nice. I'm starting to feel the need for food myself. knows if they're cooking, but pizza sounds honestly bomb.com.
Let us dispatch them, and quickly!
Too easy.
Stays grace.
The Watchwolves have spoken truly, my brothers and sisters. Another of the Dalish come to put us in our place. Come to make us pay for our attack.
You speak? I thought werewolves were savage beasts.
We are beasts, but we are no longer simple and mindless. Let that thought chill your spine. You speak to Swift Runner. I lead my cursed brothers and sisters. Turn back now. Go back to the Dalish and tell them that you have failed. Tell them we will gladly watch them suffer the same curse we have suffered for too long. We will watch them pay.
I would prefer to talk to you. I mean you no harm.
Was it not Sathrian who sent you? He wishes only our destruction, never to talk.
You talk of Sathrian as if you know him.
We have never met, he and I. He would not survive the experience. I swear it.
Why exactly? Why do you hate him so much?
You know nothing, do you? Nothing of us, and even less of those you serve. You are a fool, and we are done talking. Run from the forest while you can. Run to the Dalish and tell them they are doomed.
I don't want to fight, but neither can I retreat.
I do not wish to fight you either, but we cannot trust you. Come, brothers and sisters, let us retreat. The forest has eyes of its own, and it will deal with intruders as it always has.
Alright, I honestly... Oof, yeah, I feel that. I haven't eaten since, pretty close to about the same time, actually. So, I am gonna order myself a pizza right quick, because dinner is still, like, 3 hours away. 2.5 hours away. So, I'll be right back. Some pepperoni pizza sounds friggin' bomb. Alright. Got that ordered. Be here in about 30 minutes. Earning loyalty points. I love that. I love that when businesses do that, because, you know, it's this local shop, but it's pretty good. It's pretty good, and they have loyalty reward programs, so I had enough points for a free medium, one taco pizza, so I was like, it's perfect. Essentially had to pay the delivery charge.
It is begun.
Nice. The stand leveled up. Woo! His constitution is low. I think we gotta go for shattering blows first. I think so.
It shall be done.
It shall be done.
Who comes?
He looks way cooler with this mod. Whoa. His eyes all glowing? What? I'm a Grey Warden.
A Grey Warden? Here? But, we were sent to find Witherfang, bring his heart, attacked.
Nice. I haven't played Liliana's song in probably a decade, maybe even more. That's crazy. Yeah, we'll take him back to the camp.
And der Natishan, Lethalan. Our scouts saw you approaching and tell me you carry the body of one of our hunters with you. Ah, Dagon. He is wounded, but I think he will live. Ma Siranas, your help is appreciated. Come, Lethaline, let us take Dagon to the Keeper, and quickly. If we are lucky, we may still save him.
Man, I've been seeing that My Hero Academia Season 7 is here. It's going. Which has me honestly really hyped. I need to watch. I haven't read any of the manga, and that's always the thing I hear about My Hero is like, the manga is so much better, but I don't. It's same with Attack on Titan, but I just don't do a lot of manga reading. They're so expensive for books, for what you get. Collecting them gets pretty pricey. Especially once you get into a series that's long running like that. Oh, good luck.
I am ready. I am ready.
Dang. Oh, I should have stunned him.
As you wish.
That's what I should have done. Man, these fights with the Revenants for the Juggernaut armor is by far the toughest interaction in the entire Brazilian forest. Or
As you
interactions, I should say, because there are many of them. But nothing kicks my butt like those Revenants. Yeah. Oh man. Like, that is one fight that I will regularly drop down the difficulty from nightmare to normal for that fight, because it's intense, especially the first one. There's so many undead that pop up on that one. It is crazy. Oh, okay. My dog is here. Good. Let's get us some iron bark. Oh man, the Elder Oak, man.
No!
Some thief did come and steal. Yo, what are you doing?
Let us end this! Now we do battle!
Stay alive, Stan. Oh man, the Grand Oak. I love this guy.
What manner of beast be thee
that comes before this elder tree? As I slept one early morn, a thief did come and steal an acorn. How is it that you can talk?
How do I speak? The same as you. I form the words and sound them true. Now I have answered a query of thine, but thou hast yet to answer mine.
Can't you see me? I am an elf.
Ah, yes, I remember thee. Long ago, the elves roamed free, their numbers few and passing fast, until one eve we saw their last. Allow me a moment to welcome thee. I am called the Grand Oak.
Nice.
Sometimes the Elder Tree.
Nice.
It rhymes? 'Tis a rhyming tree. I can only imagine what manner of spirit is involved here.
And unless thou thinkst it far too soon, might I ask of thee?
I'm pretty sure that they've already got greenlit for a season 2. With how popular that one was. Yeah. Yep, they have been renewed for a season 2, so that's good to know. What is this boon you mentioned?
I have but one desire, to solve a matter very dire. As I slept one early morn, a thief did come and steal an acorn.
The interaction between Thaddeus and the ghoul in town was just great. That was a fun fight. And you want it back, I take it?
All I have is my being, my seed. Without it, I am alone indeed. I cannot go and seek it out, yet I shall die if left without.
And it was, man, that opening scene of the show, too, with the ghoul as a human, you know, and his daughter, and talking about, like, that's why the thumbs up, you know, that got me, man. That hit me right in the feels. I was like, oh, damn. Yeah, right? Yeah, right? He gets into the power armor with no training. Just totally goofs. Oh. And I, like, Lucy, like, always trying to take, like, the persuasion options out of combat, or out of everything, right? It's fun. It felt like watching a live action playthrough in a lot of ways, especially, yeah. Yeah, I'll help you. I'll look for your acorn.
Go to the east to find this man. I shall await. Do what thou can.
Alright, we're gonna try this dealio behind the Grand Oak. I don't know if I have enough willpower to resist this, so we're gonna see. I might get dead right here. The campsite appears remarkably intact. The tents and bedrolls are covered with leaves, but are dry and whole. Yeah, for real though. The fire pit smokes and possesses embers, enough to build into a small flame. There are no signs of any inhabitants.
How odd. A camp with no campers, complete with fire and warm blankets. Rather inviting, would you not say?
More suspicious than inviting. You get no hint of danger, though it strikes you as odd that the camp is abandoned. Perhaps searching the camp will give more clues as to its nature. You look inside the tent and are surprised by how dry and cozy it feels. It is clean, but empty. What a pleasant place to rest your head.
Don't! Go in there. Can't you feel power? Something is dreadfully wrong here.
No, we can't sleep here. We need to go. It takes all your strength to step back from the tent. A wave of weariness washes through you, despite your efforts to resist it. Alright, so I think that's the only chance I'm gonna get, so... As you turn to leave, you find your steps growing leaden. Fatigue tugs at your limbs and you yawn. It has been a long journey. Perhaps it is safe to rest here. You're right. It's so hard to think clearly. You almost turn to head back, but with the last of your willpower, you pull out of your delirium. As if it were a dream, the vision of the campground dissipates. Before you is a cold and long-dead campsite filled with bones of many travelers who have been lured here by a shade, which now angrily lunges toward you. Let's get some flanking bonuses going on. With the shade destroyed, the fog seems to lift. The camp that was here is ancient, and the remnants of the shade's victims all lie as if sleeping still.
A hungry spirit luring those who pass to their rest and their doom. I might wonder how it learned this trick. No matter, it shall prey on no one else.
Alright, time to go find the strange hobo wizard.
It shall be done. As you say.
Man.
We must not exhaust our supply. You cannot win. I am your death.
Yeah, we'll do that when we have to come back through to go get the other Juggernaut. Alright.
Shall be done.
Let's hope I don't get messed up too bad here. I'd like to be like, nah, I'm gonna walk in and get this Juggernaut. He's it, yeah. Alright. Dex. Cunning. Con. Ah, man, I'm gonna have to increase my strength at some point. Alright, Master Coercion. Mechanical Expertise. Man, level 12? That's so far away. Sorry, we're gonna get this,
To Vinter Ruins. I believe we are nearing our ultimate destination.
Oh, thank you for that dialogue.
More of the fiends ahead. Begin the onslaught.
Feeling a little bit more optimistic about our chances. Doing okay here.
Very well.
And And I'm realizing I never set. So we're gonna do aggressive defender. Because I do want Shale to kind of function as our party tank. Alright, here we go. Disturb the wards.
Do not let them overwhelm us.
You leave Morgan alone, dude. Oh, just instant. Oh, you don't have any potions equipped. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Shale's just like insta-dying over here. Oh my. Oh, jeez. And there goes Sten. Wow. This is the one place that gets me. Yep, rip indeed. Rip indeed. Okay. Let's try that again.
Careful! I think they've seen us. I shall do it. Careful!
Oh. I'm not even doing anything to this guy. I can't even hit him.
Don't give them the advantage.
I might circle back to this later on. Nobody can even wear the Juggernaut armor right now anyway. Yeah. Ooh-wee. Yeah. That's a surefire sign that I'm not supposed to be doing that fight right now. It's okay. We can circle back. The Juggernaut armor is cool too, but honestly, it's not even that great of a set, all things considered.
It is begun.
So, just more for the fun of it. We'll definitely end up coming back though. Just later on in the run when he doesn't one-shot Shale. What the hell?
Oh dear. Not a werewolf and not a spirit even. What are the woods coming to?
Are you the thief who took the Grand Oak's acorn?
Mayhap I did and mayhap I didn't. Have you come to claim it back? Oh, what fun. But we are getting ahead of ourselves already. Ask a question and you'll get a question, but give an answer and you'll receive the same. Oh, I do so love to trade.
You want me to answer a question?
Wouldn't I have to ask you a question first?
Isn't that a question?
Would you know a question if it was asked?
I should certainly hope so.
No, that is not a question. And if it be an answer, it'd be an answer to a question I've not asked. Have you no sense for the rules?
Be cautious. This is no ordinary madman. He has magic. I can sense it. Powerful magic.
No fair bringing mages to a guessing game. Will you play by the rules or not?
Then, would you like to ask me a question?
I think it is your turn to ask, is it not?
Do you have anything to trade?
Let's see. I'll trade you an acorn, a helmet I found, or a book I finished reading years ago, provided you have something interesting in return.
I want to trade for the acorn.
Oh, and what do you have to trade for the acorn?
I'll give you the book.
A book, eh? What sort of book?
It's on elven history.
Elven history, you say? That might make for good reading by the moonlight. Or it'll be better than using leaves. Give me that. There. Now that's done. What else have you got on your agenda,
Do you want to ask me a question?
May I? Oh, yes, I think I might. Now, what shall be the first? Oh, yes. What is your name?
You may call me Winifred.
Aha, so you claim. They sent you, didn't they? But you're too tricky, and you're trying to fool me. Well, I'm on to you, just so you know. But it is your turn to ask now. Ask. Ask away.
Yeah, no kidding. No kidding. Hey, I mean, it was written in the common tongue, so that's all it's good for at this point, right? Do you have anything else to trade?
Oh, yes. Yes. I still have that old helmet and the book.
I want the helmet.
And what do you have to trade for the helmet?
How about this silver ring I found in the ruins?
Eh? I once had a ring like that. This one's shiny still. Yes, I'll take it. Give me that. There. Now that's done. What else have you got on your agenda,
Do you want to ask me another question?
May I? Oh, yes, I think I might. Where were you born?
Amongst my people, the Dalish. Oh, so I said however.
Fiendishly clever of you to maintain this facade for so long, but I will see through it yet. Mark my words. But it is your turn to ask now. Ask. Ask away, I dare you.
No, that's
no? Well, you just let me know if you change your mind. Run along and tell them whatever you wish. I intend to keep digging.
Okay, well, got the acorn. Now we'll go find Athras's wife. Return the acorn to the Grand Oak. And continue through the forest.
More enemies ahead! There is no glory in bloodshed. Run while you can!
shall do it.
Please. Help. Listen. I am not the mindless beast I appear to be.
You certainly look like a werewolf to me.
I was not always as you see. I have been cursed, turned into this creature. It burns in blood. I fled into the forest. The werewolves, they took me in, but I had to return. I had to. You are Baelish. I am as well, or I was, until my change. Please, tell me, have you seen my clan?
Your keeper is the one who asked me to venture here.
The keeper sent you? Then you seek Witherfang.
Sweet. Pizza's on its way. I do. Have you seen him?
I have, but it is not what you think. But there is no time to explain.
Nice. Both are really good origin stories, and ones I haven't played in a long time.
My husband.
I think I like the City Elf better. Just like that origin story just hits from the very beginning, like grabs you and just
in her eyes.
Does a twist, you know?
The staff I wear. Bring it to him. Tell him I love him. Tell him I am dead, and with the gods, I beg you.
I spoke to Athers. He worries about you.
I want him to be at peace. He is a good man. Please do not let him suffer thinking of me. Oh, the pain. The curse is fire in my blood. Please, hand it for me. Hand it quickly.
I need answers first. Please, you must help me.
I will tell you what I know if you promise to end my pain.
Very well. I promise.
Then know this. The werewolves are no longer violent animals. They have overcome the curse like I have. There is a ruin in the center of the forest. You may fight them there. They will think you mean to kill them. I can tell you no more. The pain, it is too much. Please fulfill your promise.
So be it. Murder knife time. First one of the playthrough.
Gods. Bless you.
Cool. Well, I think that's gonna do it for this session. My pizza is about to be here, and I am down in the basement, so I gotta go up and watch for him. But we made some good progress. We got out of Lothering, we recruited Shale, and we've completed about half of the Brazilian forest at this point. So next week we'll be picking up, and we will continue. We'll end up finishing up the Brazilian forest, and we will head off to the next quest after that. Hi, Athena. So, thanks for hanging out, man. Thanks for joining, and as always, yeah, for sure. Friday. We'll be back Friday for Jade Empire. So, if you want to come and check out more of that, that's when we'll be here. Same time. Same time. We usually plan for about 5:30, 6 p.m. Eastern. So, but yeah, thanks for watching, and as always, have a night as fantastic as you are.